Welcome to the Automotive Blockchain channel, everybody. Hey, get into the Automotive Blockchain channel. Must buckle up. We are going to get started. But before we do, love goes out from my heart to all of you taking on this video. And if you like the video, go ahead and subscribe. Click the notification bell. You know, do what you need to do. It helps the channel out. All right, everyone. So in this video, I know many of you have maybe have heard about the connection with Rivian and Amazon, but I'm going to give you a perspective that from my knowledge, you will not have heard from any other source. All right, so here we go. This is about infrastructure assets and the changing of this new world economy that is coming with these Web3 solutions and basically getting more control and more invested in different types of assets. And in this particular case, the asset is going to be infrastructure as it pertains to batteries, as it pertains to getting a vehicle from point A to point B and being able to leverage that. Now, that said, how Amazon is giving Rivian an edge in the electric vehicle industry. This came out just a couple days ago. CNBC put this out. And I just want to read one little paragraph from here, and that just kind of breaks it all down for you. All right, it says, now, the partnership with Amazon is on track. Following investment, Amazon said it would purchase 100,000 custom-built electric delivery vans, part of its move to electrify its last mile fleet by 2040. And I know if you've been paying attention and been half awake, not woke, but half awake, in the industry, you will realize that every single manufacturer on the face of the planet is looking to electrify by 2030, 2035, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And if they're not, that means they're going away. I'm telling you, my opinion is that if you have not heard of a manufacturer saying that they were not going to electrify by some date past 2030, they're probably not going to be around past 2030, in my humble opinion. All right, so what does all this mean when it talks about electrification, and why I'm telling you that this goes deep, folks? For those of you that are internal combustion engines and that's what you're focused on, those ICE, I get it, but here's the thing. It goes well past what you could be seeing. Now I want to take this a little bit further, okay? So we know they're already pumping it out there and they're saying, hey, Inside EV News is saying, guess what, guys? We have this Amazon delivery driver and how he just loves the new Rivian electric delivery van, okay? Because it's just one of those things. And there'll be a link in the article, link to this article in the description. But one of the key things, the negatives they said about it is the clearance. Look at the clearance in that picture, folks. It is not, if you're taking that in some country roads, take you home, trust me, you're going to get stuck somewhere. So this is clearly more of a city thing. They'll have to work on that in order to get around certain corners and certain roads out in the country. All right. Now that said, let's break it on down. Why would Amazon be so interested in this? What few of you realize, and I'm here to break it down for you just in case, because I know automotive industry, you don't always get all the information the way that you'd like it. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and think about Amazon. Amazon has been taking part in this industry in helping develop some of the standards for how electric vehicles are going to be on the road. Let's first take it in this way. Amazon is part of Moby, okay? And for those of you who know who Moby is, I've done a number of videos on Moby. In my channel, you'll be able to see a whole little portion of this channel is going to be dedicated towards Moby in itself. All right. So Amazon Web Services, AWS, is part of Moby, and you're thinking, okay, got it. And Moby is this consortium of companies all around the world, and they start developing and writing these standards for what should be in the mobility industry. Okay. So let me break this down for you a little bit further. This is the white paper. It talks about supply chain issues. We'll get into the electric grid one in just a minute. This is the supply chain that we're a part of this, okay? And who is in here? AWS, Thad Dungan. You can see it right there, Thad Dungan. And he's the supply chain co-chairs, or one of the authors of this book, or of this white paper, okay? And it says Thad Dungan, AWS, and you also have a Dean Phillips from AWS. And you may be thinking, okay, that's all great, bus driver, but who is Thad Dungan? Well, it's funny you should ask, all right? So we go over here, Thad Dungan. He is the head of worldwide automotive solutions for Amazon Web Services. He probably has a general idea of what he's talking about, just a hunch, okay? So I'm just letting you know, this is who Thad is. Now, there was another person up on this particular thing who was part of the working group, and that was Dean Phillips. Well, who is Dean Phillips? Well, Dean Phillips over here on LinkedIn as well. Here's his mugshot, Dean Phillips, Manager Director at Advanced Manufacturing and Mobility Transformation Architecture. You scroll down just a little bit, you can see that he was a worldwide tech leader for automotive, and he worked with Amazon Web Services from 2017, according to LinkedIn. The present, this is who he is. He also was spent 16 years at IBM as a global client technical leader with Ford Motor Company. All right. So these people are knee deep on the tech side of things in the automotive industry. They were smart. They decided to make some mobility leaps over into the blockchain enabled environment. All right. Now, one other thing. Remember, rechargeable battery identification number technical specifications. This is another Moby working group helping write out some of these standards. And as I scroll down, you can see a few other people from AWS are also in this. We have Patrick Clark from AWS that is also in here. We have Karthik with an Indian last name. Sorry, Karthik. Krishnamurthy from AWS also is in here. So you can see that AWS, meaning Amazon Web Services, and people who are involved in AWS are working around understanding this. And this is from the back end, which means that when Amazon decides that they want to purchase and want to get more involved in electric vehicle companies so that they can maximize their ability in order to become more electrified, they're way deep in it, and they have everything, not just on buying, or should say investing in an automotive company and an EV company so that they can meet the standards, but then they're also working on the technical side of helping develop the standards for what it takes in order to get more involved, from supply chain to batteries, etc., folks. So I'm going to put a hard stop on this video in just a second here, but I just wanted to let you know that when you start reading things in here and you start saying, oh, this is great, but I really hate the fact that electrification, I want to have more of these ICE engines, they're more reliable because of X, Y, and Z, and you start getting all infrastructure on me, understand that there is more being pushed in behind the scenes as it pertains to this industry than what meets the eye. And just so you know, for those of you that do not realize this, but Ethereum, which is a blockchain, technically, I'm just going to put it that way loosely, Ethereum, most of Ethereum nodes that are out there that verify all this wonderful data, it just so happens to be located on what? Amazon Web Services. I'm just telling you, it is so deep out there, and we're going to get more into this as time goes by. But hey, let me know what you think of the video. I want to go ahead and let's give a shout out to all of you that have been subscribing to this video, pushing to 1,000 subscribers. Peace out.